Testing. Okay. Okay, so I'll start my actual talk at 9:30. So this is my welcome to everyone. It's really cool to see lots of people I've met over my PhD, some new people that I randomly invited by email, and it's good to have everyone in the same place. So why are we having a meetup? Well, at least from my perspective, why am I motivated to run a meetup? As you know, I'm going to Google Research starting in the fall, and one of the things I decided to do was to push back my start date by a month to have time to get JUMP into a great state. We'll see if we'll call it 1.0. We'll see if we actually release 1.0, but on the right timeline. But to bring JUMP into a good state, and if we're going to do that, let's go big and bring a bunch of people together and see what we can do. There's a lot of people that I've met, and I think this will be a good opportunity to make some connections. A lot of people working on energy who I've met and have never talked to each other, and this is a good time to talk to each other. We have some decisions to make on JUMP 1.0, Math Prog Base 1.0, and that will happen more this afternoon. Accelerate JUMP-related projects. So later in the week, we'll just be hanging out in a room and doing some coding. And if you have a JUMP project, be a good opportunity to work on that. You can bug the developers. Should be just a fun time. So that'll be the meetup part. This is the workshop part.
Can you go back one slide? Time to tweet.
Are you going to tweet the streaming link? Okay, so...
Oh, no. What, you want it?
Sure. Okay, so want to let everyone know we are recording these talks, and Juan Pablo will probably stream a link for the live, post a link for the live streaming soon. If you're sitting in the first row, be careful about browsing Facebook because it might show up on the feed. Otherwise, otherwise nothing to worry about. If you're a speaker and don't want to be recorded, just let me know. The schedule. So the latest schedule will always be on the website. Today, in the morning, we had Juan Pablo's talk, my talk. Chris will talk after me. Coffee break and group photo, and then we have our guest speaker Stephen Diamond presenting on graph-based modeling framework. We have lunch break, and so then we are moving to a different room because we don't have this room reserved for the afternoon. So in the afternoon, we're going to E51 376, which is, we're in E62. E51 is like 2 buildings away. You could either walk outside the main entrance, walk through the parking lot, make a left. You'll be right there. You can walk along the first floor. You would come out on this corner, just cross the street. There are also some tunnels that you could take if it's too hot outside, but not too far. And if you get lost, just send me an email and we'll figure out how to find you. So in the afternoon, we'll be more informal. We'll be talking about our plans, priorities for JUMP 1.0, some core issues to discuss. Tuesday, tomorrow, we'll be back in this room. Full day of talks that I'm looking forward to. Wednesday, we'll be back in this room. In the morning, we have one of the things I'd like to accomplish is moving JUMP and MathProg Base over to Documentor.jl. So we're going to learn a bit about Documentor.jl in the morning. Jared will give a talk at 11, lunch, and then we have the afternoon open for collaboration. Thursday, we'll be back in E51 376. That potentially could change depending on the size of the crowd. If it stays around this size, we might go to a different room that could be more comfortable and has coffee nearby. So keep an eye on the link here. Thursday we have just collaboration. We have some topics to discuss. Thursday dinner. We have dinner at 6 p.m. We have a limited number of spots, but I think almost everyone here should have gotten an invitation. If not, and if you want to come, just send me an email and we'll see if we can make room. Friday morning we have a tour of the MIT Museum, which is fun because I've never been there. I don't think none of us have ever been there, but we've heard good things, so we'll see how that goes. And then Friday afternoon we'll have collaboration time, and that is the end of the meetup. Any questions about logistics or what we're going to do? Yeah.
So I just want to make sure I understand. Collaboration time also means coding as well as discussion?
Yes. It means people sitting in a room and talking or coding, whatever you would like to do. Wi-Fi MIT guests should work okay. If you don't have MIT credentials or eduroam, would also work. The only issue with MIT guests is that there's there's been some issues with SSH ports or HTTPS in the past. So if you have trouble pushing to GitHub, it could be because you're on MIT guest. Mention streaming.